Alright, so before we move on to talk a little bit about the work environment, I want to dig in a little bit more in detail about the project workflow. Now, for this example, I want to clarify that I'm not gonna touch yet the navigation in 2D and 3D dimensions, but I'm just gonna give you a small example about the main workflow we use in ArchiCad. And for this, I'm also gonna give you 2 links. In one of these, you can find ArchiCad sample projects, which have many different examples. And also the other link has ArchiCad sample projects designed by students, which also has more examples you can review in order to know a little bit more about the workflow. But moving into the workflow, as I mentioned earlier, in the navigator menu or in the navigator panel, we have 4 main phases, which is the project map, the view map, the layout book, and the publisher sets. Now, as I mentioned, in the project map is where we work on our project from zero. This is where we're gonna spend most of our time modeling our project, documenting our floor plans, documenting our sections, elevations, generating all the schedules, generating the tables, the catalogs, the project indexes, everything that implies the generation of our project. And this is where we're gonna start tuning in or managing more attributes that impact our project, such as the layers, such as the pen sets, the model view, everything that impacts the documentation of our project. Now, I want to point out that these views that we generate are not final. They are just preliminary. They are a work in progress, because many of my students and many of ArchiCAD users, what they usually do is that they take the raw views from the project map and they insert it directly in the layouts. But this is something that I highly not recommend doing, because this is gonna give you many problems. That's why we have the view map. So when you're done with the raw views, without saving the configurations that impact your views, we move on to the view map. This is where basically we do is start saving and start organizing all our views, such as the 3D views, such as the 2D views, and everything that impacts our project. Now, we have all the liberty to organize our views as we desire, and we can save as many views as we want to. But besides saving the views, something really important that we are saving is all the filters right over here that will be impacting the configuration of the view. Now, for example, if I open the floor plan over here, and let's say I want to check out the settings that impact this view, I can get, for example, a glimpse of the identification panel, such as the ID, such as the name, and all the filters which are impacting the current view, like the layer combination, scale, structure display, pen sets, model view options, and everything else. So the main thing that we do in the view maps is save all these settings that will be impacting and generating each view from the same model.